So today is the 18th of April 2020. It's the end of a last week. On Sunday, I think it was the 14th of April, I started feeling quite feverish and sick after running a half marathon, a virtual 2 oceans in my front garden, 422 laps, 100-meter laps. But by Monday, my fever was already over 39, massive headaches. I just couldn't stop shaking, and endured that for a day or two. And by Wednesday, called the doctor because I just wasn't able to cope, wasn't getting better. And the doctor sent me to the hospital for a COVID-19 test. And wow, it was unbelievable. Anyway, they did the test, and thankfully the results came back negative. But it was pretty horrendous. At night I would sweat through my clothes and blankets. Megan obviously moved into another room. The kids kept their distance. Initially we thought I should be under quarantine in case it was COVID-19. But I'm pleased to say Saturday, my voice still isn't back, but I'm feeling much more energetic. I haven't had a very high fever. Fever is down to just under 38 degrees this morning, and feeling much better today. So definitely on the mend, and grateful for having come through this week. Definitely one of the more difficult weeks of my life. Well, it is the 21st of April, Tuesday, and we've been in our South African national lockdown since the 16th of March, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right, yeah, 16th of March, somewhere around there. I've lost track completely. And yeah, my previous little post was to say, oh, gee, I was so sick last week, and tested negative for COVID-19, for which I'm grateful, but also, a little bit ambiguous about that, because at least if you've had the virus, you have some measure of immunity. So a sense of freedom going back into the world when the lockdown's over, but very grateful to be better. The doctors warned of the possibility of a false negative, but since I'm well and tests are scarce, I'm not going to be retested. If I fall sick again, they can test again and see what is there, but I'm feeling so much better. It was very bad last week. Perhaps just a mild man flu, but a very serious man flu nonetheless. Shivers and aches and pains and headaches, and uncontrollable at night particularly. I remember watching a video by Chris Cuomo, the CNN host anchor, from before I fell ill, and him saying, the beast comes out at night. That was my experience. It was unbelievable. How sick I felt in the evenings, just weak, and sweat through my clothes and my blankets in under an hour. I just can't warm up. It was quite remarkable, but I'm feeling so much better. This of course was the site of the crime. I ran the half marathon here in these 25 meters from here to that fence, and some suggest, like my wife and even my doctor, that perhaps that was the nail in the coffin, that there was something latent there, and running that just pushed it over the edge. But anyway, I'm better. I'm back at work. Taught an online class at 9 this morning. Have another class tomorrow afternoon at 2, and a master's intensive all of next week and into the following week. And so preparing those lectures, and have a couple of writing assignments, and then my normal administrative and managerial responsibilities as head of department and director of the Beyers Naudé Centre. So grateful to be back, incredibly grateful to be back, and so grateful for the care of my family, and particularly my wonderful wife Megan. It reminds me what goodness is all about. I'm about to go and record for a short little weekly program that I do on public theology on Radio Pulpit, and that's what I'm going to talk about this week. How do Christians live in uncertain times? And often we say, well, what should we do? And the question is probably more responsibly, what should we be? Because deciding what to do can change from situation to situation. That's what people like Joseph Fletcher taught us in situation ethics, but if we are virtuous people, virtue seems to trump deontological ethics in uncertain times. Being a person of character and virtue, a good person, is likely to take you a lot further than trying to figure out first what is the good and the right thing to do. That should come from being a good person, as Stanley Howe was, and Aristotle and many others have taught us that good acts come from virtuous persons and virtuous communities. So thanks for watching. Good to be back online, and you'll find me active on social media again at Digital Dion on Twitter and Instagram, Dion A. Foster on Facebook, and my website dionfoster.com. So thanks for watching.